Hi, everybody. This is Todd and Barnett here. I'm sorry about what happened earlier. What happened was that my phone died. My battery died. It wasn't Facebook that glitched. It wasn't the live streaming that glitched. It was my phone died. I tried to charge it. And I was about to go back online until I realized that about 3 or 4 minutes before I could do anything. It was like 9:50, or I'm sorry, 8:56, and uh, it was about a few minutes before uh, Gary Johnson's live conference call with William Weld. So I decided to, go on live and just I decided to mute the call and just listen to the conversation. So I recorded most, I would say about 96, maybe 97% of the call. I couldn't do it. There was another call coming in right towards the tail end of the whole conference call. And I had to cut it off, and I got what I could out of William Weld. And well, this is going to be interesting. Apparently, some interesting stuff has been unfolding at the Johnson campaign. I'm going to be posting it for people to listen to. I'll make an MP3 out of it. I'm going to spread it far and wide so that people can hear it. I'm going to send a copy of the parts 1 and 2 of the call, because I had to cut it into 2 parts. It was actually over 40 minutes, this entire call was. So, that being said, if I decide to make a YouTube thing out of it, it'll be spliced together into one call. So, and Gary Johnson and William Weld. And by the way, it's interesting because the person who actually was hosting the live call was actually former LNC chairman Bill Redpath. So Bill Redpath being a Johnson supporter. Go figure. So, anyway, I'm going to post some stuff on here. I'm gonna, do this. I'm gonna, probably make a YouTube out of it or what have you. But either way, it suffices to say, um, it's interesting. William Weld did address the controversy surrounding his position on the Second Amendment during the live call. So he did. He did address that, and I'm gonna have him talk about it because this is something that Austin Petersen supporters should know. And and Gary Johnson, I don't know why he did this, but for whatever reason, he brought up one of the debates. I think it was the last debate, the Las Vegas debate. And I think because he was asked, should we do something about, the mentally ill getting their hands on guns and whatnot? And I guess one of the questions was sort of asking about what should we do about, gun violence specifically. Well, that wasn't exactly the question, but it was along the lines. It was sort of asking what should we do to prevent the mentally ill from getting their hands, and nobody would even answer that question, according to Bill Redpath, or I'm sorry, Gary Johnson. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be, a very interesting take on that. I hope that things work out. So I don't know if any of you heard the call tonight. Did anybody hear the call at all? Because the conference call, there were some cutouts a little bit while William Weld was speaking, and while Gary Johnson was speaking, and even when Bill Redpath was speaking, and parts of their speech were like staticky. It just cut out. And it's not my phone; it's the conference call thing. So. Go figure. Um, but this is like the after the call thing. I'm not surprised. So we're going to post this, and I think Austin supporters should be aware of what's been discussed and whatnot. So. In any event, this is all I have to say for now, but if anybody else has anything they want to bring up or want to discuss, go for it. I'm all willing to discuss anything at this point. I hope Orlando is going to work out. I'll tell you one thing. There was some discussion on the call about the Libertarian Party reaching 15% of the polling, so that we could challenge the Commission on Presidential Debates. That would be kick-ass if we could do that. But I think with the right candidate involved, we could do that. I think Austin will definitely do that. Not so much Gary Johnson, but Austin would do that. And if we could get the 15% crushed, if we could just crush it, then this would be a breakout year for the Libertarian Party. But my thing is, if the Libertarian Party nominates Gary Johnson again, just like they did in 2012, it's gonna be the same old disaster all over again, and well, that's that. So I guess that'll be it for me, and I will talk to you soon. My phone is charging right now, but I don't care. So if anybody has any questions, please message me on Facebook or just let me know if you're doing a live streaming, and that'll be it. So okay, see ya.